Namaste children. I hope you are all happy and healthy at home. Shall we begin with the next concept in the unit numbers? Okay, the next one is BODMAS or BIDMAS rule. First I will tell you what is BODMAS or BIDMAS, okay? Usually when you are going to solve a different type of operations in one single equation, we will use some sequence, right? Okay, just imagine you are going to climb the stairs. You're going to go to the first floor. So what we should do? You should step on to the first step. Okay. Then you have to go one by one, or you can, sometimes you will jump and go, right? But there should be a sequence. You cannot go from the first step to directly to the last one, right? You should take few small steps in between, right? Same way to solve a sum which is having different type of operations. Operations means what I am meaning here, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, there is a particular sequence in mathematics that we should solve using only this format. You cannot directly solve whichever operation you like. For example, I like addition, so I am going to first solve the addition and find the answer. No, the answer will not be correct. There is a priority, that is a importance for each and every operation in mathematics. Clear children? So today we are going to see that BODMAS or BIDMAS rule. You can call it as BODMAS, BODMAS. Okay, I'll tell you the expansion now. Okay, now in this BODMAS, this B stands for brackets. Okay, and O or I, in our textbook it is given as BIDMAS. Okay, so we will follow BIDMAS itself. Okay, so I stands for indices and D stands for division, M for multiplication, A for addition and then S for subtraction. So when you are having an equation with all the four basic operations in it, so which one should be solved first? First you should check whether there is a bracket involved. If there is a bracket, you should first solve that bracket only. Okay, and then you should check. In 6th standard you won't be having indices, so we can skip that I part, and then you have to check whether there is a division sign. If there is a division sign, you should, after solving the bracket, you should move on to the division. Same way you should go in this particular order only. Clear children? Now look at this picture here. This is the order in which we are going to solve. Okay, brackets, division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. You're clear with this rule? Shall we start solving a sum now? Very good. Now look at this example given in our textbook. Simplify 20 plus 8 into 2. So we already know that we are going to use BODMAS rule. Okay. Now there is one line on top of 6 into 3, right? It means it is given under bracket. Okay. So which one should we solve first? According to this rule, which one will come first? Bracket will come first. So here is a bracket. So first you are going to solve this bracket. So 6 into 3 will become 18. Okay, all the other numbers will be just kept same. So 20 plus 8 cross, just look at this line here. Okay, 20 plus 8 into 2 plus this bracket will be here. First we are going to remove the parenthesis bracket. So 18 minus 10 divided by 5, and then you are closing the bracket. Okay. Now the next step, what is the next step here? There is another one bracket also, right? Okay, so first you have to solve this parenthesis and then you will be solving this, that is you are going to take out this curly bracket. For taking out this curly bracket, there is one division sign here, right? So what we should do? You have to divide this 10 by 5 and write it as 2. And then you are going to take this curly bracket away. So next step, what is it? 18 minus 2 will give you 16. All the other numbers will just be bringing to the next step. Everything will be the same. Okay. Now after that, 20 plus 8 into 2 plus 16. Then in this step we can see a bracket here. So we are going to remove that bracket. In order to remove that, you have to simplify it inside. Here multiplication sign is here. Addition sign is also here. Which one has higher priority? Multiplication only has higher priority. So first we are going to multiply. 8 into 2 will give you 16 and this plus 16 is just written as such. Okay. After that, what we should do now? There is another one square bracket here. So we are going to remove that square bracket, and this 16 plus 16 gives you 32, and you are bringing this 20 down. So next step is 20 plus 32 will give you 52. Okay. Now you can at least understand. Okay. So first you are going to write this example 1.10, write the question, and you can try to solve on your own and then verify with the textbook. Okay, children? Okay, now shall we move on to the exercise part? Okay. Now, exercise 1.3, first sum. First read the question. If Arulmozhi saves 12 rupees per day, then she saves dash in 30 days. I'll tell you a small concept now. If I'm giving you some amount and I'm asking you to save daily, I'm giving you 10 rupees. So what will happen at the end of some fifth day? How much you will have? You will have a larger amount or you will have a smaller amount. First day I'm giving you 10 rupees. Second day again I'm giving you 10 rupees. Third day 10. Fourth and fifth day also I'm giving you 10 rupees. So what will happen? When the days increase, the amount which I'm giving will also be increasing. Okay. So in that case, what we should do? You have to multiply. Okay. Suppose imagine you are having 50 rupees or you are having some amount with you. Daily I am asking you to give me 10 rupees. So what will happen? I am taking 10 rupees from you daily. So what will happen to the amount that is in your hand? It will start to reduce, right? Because you are taking one particular amount and giving to me. So the amount will be decreasing. So in that case, you must divide. Now clear, if you are going to make it a bigger number, you will multiply. If it is going to be a smaller number, then you will divide. You can understand this concept? Okay, now move on to the sum. If Arulmozhi saves 12 rupees per day, then she saves dash in 30 days. First, they are giving you Arulmozhi is daily saving 12 rupees. So each day 12 rupees is being increased to her. We are going to find out how much she will have at the end of the 30th day. So what we should do now? You have to multiply, right? Are you clear, children? Because first day I am giving her 12 rupees. Second day 12 rupees. So what is happening? The amount is keeping on increasing. So when it is increasing, you should multiply. So shall we multiply and write? That is the amount into the number of days. It will give you 360 rupees. So at the end of 30th day, she will be having 360 rupees in her hand. Clear? Now look at the second subdivision. If a person A earns 1800 rupees in 12 days, then he earns dash in a day. Now check. A person is earning 1800 rupees in 12 days. Okay, at the end of the 12th day only he will be having 1800 rupees. So at the beginning of the first day, how much he will have? Okay, that is, he is going to work for one day and then only get the salary. And the amount will be, and only then the amount will be increasing. Before that, he is going to start from 0. And here they are asking you to find the amount for 12 days is given. They are asking you to find the amount for one day. So what we should do now? Here the amount will be decreasing, right? So what we should do? You should divide. Clear? So for 12 days, it is 1800 rupees. So how much will he have at the end of the first day? So what is the step? 1800 divided by 12. The answer will be rupees 150. You can cancel it out and then cancel, or you can use the normal division method. Okay, you can divide and then write the answer. Okay, the answer is 150. Clear, children? Now the next one, third subdivision. Again you are going to use BODMAS rule. First look at this. There is a division sign, there is a bracket. So which one has higher priority? For all the BODMAS sums, you first write it. Okay, you have to write this. That is, you are going to write board mass, and then you are going to check. There is a bracket. So here is a bracket. So that should be simplified first. Okay, so 7 plus 8 gives you 15. After taking this bracket out, there is a division sign. So division has second priority. You are going to divide this 45 and 15. Okay, and then 45 divided by 15 will give you 3. Then there is a minus sign. You are going to minus and write it. Clear, children? Now fourth sum. Read the question. Charan had a bank savings of 7,50,250 rupees. Okay, that is, in his bank account he is having 7,50,250 rupees he is having in his account. He withdrew means he is taking. Okay, he is taking from his account. He withdrew 5,34,500 rupees for educational purpose. He is having one particular amount in his bank and he is taking an amount from the bank. Okay, so find the balance amount in his account. So what will be the balance? Suppose you are having 5 rupees in your hand and you are going to take 3 rupees and buy something for you. So how much will you have remaining? You will have 2 rupees remaining, right? So what is happening here? You are going to subtract the amount that is going to be taken from the account. So shall we directly subtract? Okay, you are going to subtract here. Savings minus withdrawal, that is 7,50,250 rupees minus 5,34,500 rupees. Okay, so after subtracting, the answer you arrive is the amount left in his bank. Clear, children? Shall we move on to the next question? Now, sixth question. Read it. 62,500 rupees was equally distributed as a New Year bonus for 25 employees. How much did each receive? So, what is the question? 62,500 rupees was given to 25 employees. So, how much amount will each employee receive? Here they are giving you a bigger amount and they are asking you how much they will receive for one person. So what we should do now? You have to multiply or divide. You have to divide because there is a bigger amount and they are asking you the smaller value. So you have to divide. So 62, first for all the word problems you must first write given and then you have to read the question, spot whatever values they have given and you have to write it down. Then only you should move on to the solution part. Okay, children? Now, look here. Amount distributed for 25 employees is equal to 62,500. Okay? Now, I have written this. Then, amount distributed for one employee. I am asked to be found. This one employee's amount I am going to be find now. Okay? So, the total amount divided by the number of employees. The number of employees given here is 25. So, 62,500 divided by 25 will give you 2,500. So, each employee will receive 2,500 rupees. Okay, children, you are clear with this? So, we will continue in the next class. If you are having any doubts, please send your voice messages to your class mentor and your class Maji will send it to me. Okay, children? Thank you. If you have any doubts, please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you, children.